Hello, YouTube. This is Interactive Generous Trivia number 86. I'm Mike the Canadian, and I will be doing questions today for generous points to win $100 for the month. This is the last show. $100 tonight. So yeah, here we go. Let's see. What does it say? It says one person on 2 people on Reddit, 1 person on YouTube. If you could give it a vote, that would be appreciated. And yeah, here we go. See how this works out. Alrighty. Oh no, that's not it. There we go. This is artists and albums. Artists and albums. So I'm going to name the artist and a couple of songs, and you need to name the album that it comes from. Alrighty. Katy Perry, and Hot and Cold, and I Kissed a Girl, and I liked it. Apparently, is what she did. Katy Perry. Anybody know which album of hers that is from? If you want to give me a big brain emoji, let me know that you're out there. That'd be great. Hey there, hip-hop. Hippopotamus. I just gotta call you hip-hop. Do you know the Katy Perry album that has Hot and Cold and I Kissed a Girl? On YouTube around. California Dream is not correct. Moist Clothes. Hey there, here fan. Nice to see you. Oh, I'm a little... There we go. Anybody else know the album by Katy Perry that has Hot and Cold and I Kissed a Girl? That is the question at hand. Hey there, Jim. Nice to see you. Any Katy Perry fans out there? I assume that's your be right back. Yeah, not Teenage Dream. It's kind of ironic. It kind of matches the I Kissed a Girl. It kind of gives you a reason why that might work. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little silly. Viper Fang, nice to see you. Here is the question. Name the album that Katy Perry sang, or is one of Katy Perry's albums that has Hot and Cold and I Kissed a Girl. That's the question at hand. It is not Teenage Dream, California Dream. It kind of ties in with I Kissed a Girl. Anybody have a guess? I'm in love with her? No, not I'm in love with her. I don't know. This might be a difficult category given what people are guessing right now. Anybody else want to give it a whirl before? It's 4 words. Its initials or initial letters are OOTB. OOTB. No, not Her Power. Giving you every chance to answer this. Katy Perry's album that has Hot and Cold and I Kissed a Girl. Anybody know? There we go. Finally, what is that? Nashpal. One of the boys. Nashpal gets it right. Here we go. Next question. Justin Timberlake's album that has Cry Me a River and Rock Your Body. What's the Justin Timberlake album that has Cry Me a River and Rock Your Body? I don't know. With everything being available on individual songs, maybe albums aren't big of a deal in this day and age. This is also 2010 and earlier, so if that helps your decision-making process, that'd be good. Anybody know? Justin Timberlake album that has Cry Me a River and Rock Your Body. Here, fan. Yeah, that's what I was just saying here, fan. That I don't know if albums are as important anymore. People just know the songs. Jim, is that your guess? Because it's pretty close, actually, Jim. So I'm wondering if it was your guess. No, not Justin. It's probably a play on his name. Anybody on Reddit have an idea? It is in fact Justified. 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 Alrighty. I'll try a couple more. If it doesn't work out, we'll go to another topic. Here we go. What Christina Aguilera album has Dirty and Fighter? Dirty and Fighter. Hello, Sameo. This is a bit more reasonable hour for your Sameo, I would imagine. What Christina Aguilera album has Dirty and Fighter? The song's Dirty and Fighter. No, it's not Hurt. Skyfly. It's not Hurt. Yeah, it's 4 p.m. Much more reasonable. It's not Flowers. Yeah, this is tough, I guess. Anybody know the album, Christina Aguilera's album that had Dirty and Fighter on it? It's not Beautiful. It's one word, begins with the letter S. One word begins with the letter S. Does that help anybody? No, it's not Sexy. Sameo. Anybody on Reddit? No? No, not Singer. It's Stripped. Stripped. There we go. Here, fan came up with it. Stripped. All right, next one. Rihanna's album that has Umbrella and Don't Stop the Music. Anybody know? The Rihanna album that has Umbrella and Don't Stop the Music. No clue, Skyfly. Everybody admitting they're not good with the album. I think it's just how they're sold now. Anyways, not a clue. What was it? Rihanna's Umbrella and Don't Stop the Music. Choo Choo, you're very close, actually. You're very close, Choo Choo. It's not Bad Girl, but those two words are in the title or in the album cover. Anybody know? She has I don't know, Jim. She might. Anybody not use Bad Girl as a clue? Last time. What Rihanna album has songs Umbrella and Don't Stop the Music? Oh, and gets it? It is Good Girl Bad. Good Girl Gone Bad is correct. There we go. Sameo got it as well. Alrighty. Well, Sameo, you missed the good, actually, but you were close. Alrighty. Last one. This is a hard one, I realize. Pink's album that has So What and Please Don't Leave Me on it. Pink's album that has So What and Please Don't Leave Me on it. Anybody know that? It's not circus, though it's sort of close. There we go. Jim's got it. Anybody on Reddit want to give it a whirl? Pink's album that has the songs "So What" and "Please Don't Leave Me." It's not circus. Yes, it's Funhouse. Funhouse. Jim's got it. Owen's got it. Funhouse. All right. Enough of that. It's too difficult. Here we go. 38. All right. Art and artists. Art and artist is the next one. I don't know how difficult this is going to be. Here we go. Which French painter, along with Monet, is said to have fathered Impressionism? Anybody know that? I'm going to give out a generous point shortly, just so you guys know. Hey there, Counterfeit. See that you're here too. Oh boy, don't be googly. It's not Manet. It's not Matisse. It's not Picasso. Which French painter, along with Monet, is said to have fathered? It's not Matisse, Picasso. Choo Choo telling us don't be Googling. Somebody sees it on Sporkle. No, it's not Van Gogh, Flower ID. It's not Michelangelo. Now we're just guessing any nationality, any painter we know. No, it's not Van Gogh. It's not Valerie. No. Everybody thinks it's for Van Gogh. His last name begins with the letter R. R. It's not Lautrec. His last name begins with the letter R, not Rembrandt. There we go. Here, fan got it. It was, yes, Atla Forever got it. It was Pierre Auguste Renoir. Pierre Auguste Renoir. All righty. Somehow I think this is going to be difficult. All right. Who was the leading founder of the type of art called Fauvism? Fauvism? Fauvism. Fauvism. Anybody know? Who was the leading founder of the type of art called Fauvism? No, not Donatello. No, not Renoir. Unless that was for the last question. Renoir was not Michelangelo. Are we going to go through the Ninja Turtles there? Counterfeit and Simeo. It's not a Ninja Turtle. It's not a Ninja Turtle. Who was the leading founder of type of art called Fauvism? Fauvism? It starts Chagall? No, it starts with an M. The letter M. Anybody know? Starts with the letter M. Hope you're enjoying your lunchtime trivia here. We're on at 10 p.m. Eastern every night playing. And then it's not Menat. There we go. Sameo got it. It's Métis. Métis. What's his first name? Henri Métis is correct. There we go. Flower ID got it as well. What nationality was Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec? I saw that name earlier. What nationality was he? There we go. Sameo and here fan both getting it right. Not Belgian. He was indeed French. French. All righty. Here we go. I'm going to make this a generous point. First person to get it. So guys on Reddit, if you want to earn generous points, what it does is every month you earn them. And then today, I have a drawing last show. And if you get a point, you can have a chance to win $100 e-gift card. So to do that, you need to go over to Reddit. You need to go to YouTube, type in generous trivia, because that's the only place I give away generous points right now is on YouTube. So if you want to do that now, I'm going to ask the generous point right now. So it gives you just a couple seconds. We're having some lag issues on YouTube. Any, yes, everybody guessing French. Harfas. Been a while. Yes. Anybody who's on YouTube, anybody, can you let me know? It's okay. Okay. Here's the first generous point of today. Here we go. By which name is La Gioconda better known? By which name is La Gioconda better known? And that is the generous point question. Anybody know on Reddit or YouTube? YouTube? Anybody know which name? By which name is La Gioconda better known as? No, this is still art and artists. Yes, here fan gets it. So did Hearthfoss. You actually had it first. But yes, here fan, it is, in fact, the Mona Lisa. So another generous point for tonight. Are you able to make it tonight to see if you win the big draw? Alrighty. Next question. Who painted irises? Who painted irises? Anybody know that artist? Who painted irises? Not Monet. There we go. Atla got it. Hearthfoss got it. Anybody on YouTube want to get it? Who painted irises? No, not Picasso. It was, in fact, Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh is correct. Yes, Majestic. A couple of you, Atla and Hearthfoss, also had it. Alrighty, 8. Which artist, part of the pop art movement, was well known for the theme of repetition in his artwork? Sameo, did you answer that very quickly? Hey, Risa, nice to see you. Yes, Sameo, Risa, here fan, Hearthfoss, Atla forever, everybody getting Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol. Which artist painted scary, unreal pictures that came from his dreams? Must have had a vivid dream life. Yes, a few more Warhols came through there. Yes, counterfeit. That is correct. Yes, Hearthfoss. Sameo. Quite a few of you know it was, in fact, Salvador Dali. The only trivia I know is Salvador Dali used to write checks and then do a little drawing on the back, knowing nobody would cash the check because the drawing was too valuable. Pretty sneaky, eh? Anyways, here we go. 11. Who painted Massacre of the Innocents? Who painted Massacre of the Innocents? Hearthfoss, yes. It's pretty amusing. Way to get out of spending money. Anybody know who painted Massacre of the Innocents? This is not as well of a known artist. At least I don't know them very well, so not that I'm the not It's not Dali again. It's not Washington. No, not Vermeer. Yes, counterfeit. Never knowing when it could be cashed. I guess 6 months later, it can't be cashed anymore. Anybody know who painted Massacre of the Innocents? There we go. Flower ID does. Good job. It is Sir Peter Paul Rubens. Rubens. Flower ID nails it. Artist was associated with the north of France, Normandy in particular. Yes, Judas. You got it as well. It was Sir Peter Paul Rubens. Who knows which French Impressionist artist was associated with the north of France, Normandy in particular? It was not Renoir. There we go. Who's got Hearthfoss? Got it. Anybody? No, it wasn't Rembrandt. It wasn't Rembrandt. Cezanne. Hearthfoss is correct. Not Degas. Everything's Evening Stump. What is that? Evening Stump. It was, in fact, Claude Monet. Claude Monet. So nobody on YouTube. Couple on Reddit, none on YouTube. One for if the lag wasn't so bad on Reddit, I'd go Reddit against YouTube. But anyways, again, guys, on Reddit, you can go to r/generous trivia if you want to find out about my schedule and such. I'm on every night at 10 p.m. Eastern, as well as I'm starting at 12 p.m. Eastern show during the week, not on the weekends though. Alrighty. Next one, 14. Which artist has the most work sold for more than £1 million? Oh yeah, this is a British book. Anyways, which artist has more? This is back in 2010 too. Which artist at that point had the most work sold for more than £1 million? That's why I said 2010. I don't think Banksy was a thing as much back then. Hearthfoss has it. No, it's not Banksy, Da Vinci, or Van Gogh. Hearthfoss knows his it's still not Da Vinci. Riso. Hearthfoss knows his art. Anybody on Reddit want to give it one last try before I give the answer? No clue. I only give clues when nobody gets it, Jim. Somebody's already got it. So, alrighty. It was, in fact, Picasso. Picasso. Wasn't he in his... There we go. Who is that? TD? TD Ragon. TD Ragon? Anyways, TD also got Picasso as well. Yeah, I think he was quite prolific in the amount of art that he put out, right? So doesn't surprise me. All right, last one. This might be for you, Sameo, or anybody else who lives in the UK. Who is London's V&A Museum named after? Who is London's V&A Museum named after? It's two people, not just one. Anybody know? There we go, Hearthfoss. And Risa. There we go. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert is correct. Who is Prince Albert? Was that her husband at the time? Is that correct? Am I correct in guessing that? Alrighty. Yeah, her husband. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alrighty. Kind of like Prince Philip, right? They're not ever given the king title because that would mean that she wasn't queen, or at least in charge. Anyways, Here we go. Next question. Death. Death. How we know about death? Alrighty. Which great poet was killed 1 week before the World War I armistice? Anybody know which great poet was killed 1 week before the World War I armistice? Armistice. No, it wasn't Poe. Hey there, Brady. We got pretty good numbers coming out for a lunchtime session. Guys on Reddit, if you want to win generous points and a better platform, less lag, less drops, go to YouTube, search up Generous Trivia, and join us there. That'd be awesome. There we go. Very good, Jim. Yes, Jim got it. It is, in fact, Wilfred Owen. Wilfred Owen. Jim nails it. Alrighty. Which legendary country singer died age 30 in a plane crash in 1963? That's unfortunate. Yes, TD, you got it right. Wilfred Owen. Oh, not Buddy Holly. He is, famous. No. TD, I only mentioned the first three. Sometimes I miss one, though. Not Robert Fox. I'm not sure who Twitty is. Not Kenny Rogers. I don't think he died till much later. Which legendary country singer died age 30 in a plane crash in 1963? It's I'll give you. It's a female artist. I'll give you initials in just a second. Anybody know female artist? Her initials are PC. PC. Oh, Risa figured it out. Anybody on Reddit? No, Polly Tartan. No, I said PC, not PD. It was Patsy Cline. Patsy Cline. Risa. Figuring that one out. Alrighty. What Australian actor, is that enough, died in January 2008? Quite young and yes, Flower ID. It was Patsy Cline. What Australian actor died in January 2008? Quite young and quite tragically. Brady knows. Sameo knows. Anybody on Reddit know? Anybody on Reddit want to join us over at YouTube? Win $100 tonight. $100. Yeah, answer today. Now we'll give you a chance to win $100 tonight. Brady, Sameo, and Risa, all knowing, as well as Hearthfoss. Heath Ledger. Flower ID is correct as well. What disease is thought to have killed the composer Delius? Delius? Delius. Delius. No, not leprosy or tuberculosis. So those are pretty good guesses. Anybody else know what? There we go. Sameo picks it out of the air. Anybody on Reddit know what disease is thought to have killed the composer Delius? No, not chlamydia. It's the other deadly, another deadly venereal disease. Yes, syphilis. Sameo and Hearthfoss getting it great. Getting it correct. Syphilis. What novelist drowned herself in the river Ouse in 1941? Ouse. I don't know. that sound French, maybe? Which novelist drowned herself in the river Ouse in 1941? I wonder if that had anything to do with the war. Risa knows who that is. Anybody on Reddit know? Anybody got an idea? Sorry, just checking the message. Yes, Risa has it. It was, in fact, Virginia Woolf. Virginia Woolf. Yes, Virginia. Alrighty. There, Flower ID got it as well. This is a pretty obscure one. Maybe people know. Where was banker Roberto Calvi found hanging in 19... I think this is pretty British somehow. Am I correct of the answer? Where was banker Roberto Calvi found? Where was banker Roberto Calvi found hanging in 1982? Anybody on Reddit? No? No, not a hotel room, not his home. It was a bit more outside than that, or a lot more outside than that. Anybody else? No, not a park. Alrighty. We're not going to start guessing all these morbid places. Yeah, Sameo got it. It's a bridge, specifically the Blackfriars Bridge. The Blackfriars Bridge. Alrighty. Who was shot from behind by Bob Ford in 1882? Flower ID, that was an answer a couple of answers ago. You Virginia Woolf. Who was shot from behind by Bob Ford in 1882? No, Sameo, it was not Lincoln. Brady has it. Anybody else want to give it a whirl on Reddit? Who was shot from behind by Bob Ford in 1882? Hearthfoss knows as well. Jesse James. Whose funeral delayed a British royal wedding by one day in 2005? And as a question that I don't know the answer to, whose wedding was it? Yes, Flower D, it was Jesse James. Whose funeral delayed a British royal wedding by one day in 2005? So you know it was a bigwig. No, it was not the Queen Mother. Hearthfoss thinks it was his cousin. Well, it could be, depending on who your cousin is. Yeah, I don't know the wedding. Could have been Will and Kate's. But the question is asking who died, whose funeral delayed a British royal wedding by one day in 2005. Imagine that, having to delay your whole wedding by even a day. Most people can't do that because of... No, it wasn't Princess Anne. It was somebody religiously significant. Is that enough of a hint? Whose religiously significant funeral delayed a British royal wedding by one day in 2005? Yes, Risa. Hearthfoss. Pope John Paul II is correct. Who believed to have died after allowing an asp to bite her breast? Yeah, I think so. Who is believed to have died allowing an asp to bite her breast? Yes, and here, fan, unusual form of suicide, but back in the day, maybe they felt like they had less options. Asp. I watch somebody on YouTube who does self-protection, and he always ends with cover your asp. Cleopatra, yes. Flower ID, Skyfly. Is there somebody before you? No. As well as recent Sameo. Yes, Cleopatra is correct. Having an asp bite her. All right. Oh, who was the Beatles manager who died of a drug overdose in 1967? Anybody? No, I think this is a pretty famous story. Who was the Beatles manager who died of a drug overdose in 1967? Next question is going to be a generous point question. So if you're on Reddit and you want to earn generous points, go to YouTube, search up generous trivia. Every point gives you a chance at $100 that I am going to be giving out tonight. Once a month, but tonight happens to be the night. Student of Green, you got his first letter of his first name right. That's about it. There we go. Yes, Jim, you got the first name right. Anybody know the last name? This last name is famous for being someone recently who was suicided. If that helps anybody. Who was suicided. This new vernacular. Yes, Brandon. Jim, yes. Brian Epstein. Brian Epstein is correct. By the way, I'm not saying whether I believe he was suicided, or committed suicide. I think the jury's still out on that one. Alrighty. Here we go. This is for a generous point. Guys, if you're on Reddit and want to earn points towards potentially winning $100 tonight randomly, so even 1 point could win you $100. Up generous trivia and join us there. Crew, I think of about 6 or 7. Let me just take a quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5 of you. All right, here we go. In which city, this is for a generous point, I'm just going to do the first one because there's only 4 of you or so, or 5 of you. Here we go. In which city is Jim Morrison buried? In which city is Jim Morrison buried? Remember, only answer once until I tell you to give another answer. There we go. Risa. Getting the point. Yes, Hearthfoss. Yes, Risa got it. He is buried in Paris. Paris is correct. Hey, R88. It's been a while. Nice to see you. All right, that was the death category. Classic literature. So it's name the author. Let's see here where the answers are. Okay. One last one. I'll give away maybe 2 more here. So yes. You never know. That point might be the one to come up with the put you over the top here. All righty. Oh yeah, it's not R88, it's Radiate, right? There we go. Here we go. Okay, name the author of these classics. Little Women. Little Women. Here, fans, in and out. Well, you got a point. So yes, Louisa M. Alcott is correct. Risa got it. Alrighty. Great Expectations. Great Expectations. Guys on Reddit, if you want to earn points towards $100, less lag and less drops, go to YouTube, search up Generous Trivia, join us there. That'd be awesome. Be nice to see a few new folks over on our YouTube channel. Yes, Risa. Getting it right. Again, Charles Dickens. Alrighty, who wrote the book Emma? Emma. Flower ID. I don't know if you were answering a previous one, but you just nailed the current one. Yes, Risa got it. Hartfoss got it. And who got it? Flower ID. I think you were answering another question, but you got it. Jane Austen is correct. Yes, Risa nailing this one again. Your Acticory. Alrighty. War. Who wrote War and Peace? Who wrote War and Peace? Really? I thought this was an easy one. There we go. Hearthfoss got it. Risa came around. So hey, there's somebody new. Amara? Is it Amara? Amara? I got that right? Nice to meet you, Amara. Yes, Flower ID. So who got that first? Risa and Amara. Yes, Leo Tolstoy is correct. Alrighty, next question. Next one, Wuthering Heights. Wuthering Heights. Bonus if you type her name entirely correctly. Oh, Risa, you got the wrong one. Amara Sameo. Amara Sameo. Yes, it was Emily. Nobody got the bonus point for spelling it correctly. Her last name. There we go. Who got that? Quiet Programmer, as well as Flower ID. Anybody else? Oh, Hearthfoss. Hearthfoss, Flower ID, and Quiet Programmer, all getting Emily Bronte. 6. Silas Marner. Silas Marner. There we go. Amara gets it right with the correct Bronte. Anybody know who's the author of Silas Marner? Again, if you're on Reddit and want to win potentially $100 tonight, go over to YouTube and search up Generous Trivia. Who got that? Risa got it, as well as Hearthfoss. George Eliot is correct. George Eliot. Alrighty. Okay, here's one I know. I'm not as learned as Risa for the classics. The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Oh, really? George Eliot was a woman. Interesting. Yeah, somebody said Marianne Evans. There we go. The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Risa and Amara getting it correct. Anybody on and Hearthfoss, yes. C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis, the man knew as well. A Passage to India. A Passage to India. Flower ID, close enough. Can Lewis, C.S. Lewis. Anybody know who wrote A Passage to India? Not Dahl. There we go. Amara gets it right, as well as Hearthfoss. It is, in fact, E.M. Forster. Forster. There's no E in his name, Amara, but that was close enough. It sounds like that. Forster. What are you oopsing there, Hartfoss? You got it right. E.M. Forster. Forster. Canterbury Tales. Who wrote the Canterbury Tales? Oh, I see. I missed that, Hartfoss. Yes. Risa. Sameo. Hartfoss. All know. Geoffrey. I always know him by just his last name, Chaucer. Geoffrey Chaucer is correct. Amara got it right as well. Alrighty, Risa. You figured it out. Despite lag, you know how to answer. Alrighty. Last one. This one might be a bit more difficult. I don't recognize the name, but I'm still going to give it. Teresa as opposed to Teresa? Teresa Raquin is the name of the book. Who was the author? Teresa Raquin. Arthur Conan Doyle. No, it's not that. Myth. Wow, Risa coming up with it. You weren't joking. Same with Hearthfoss. Emily Zola. I had no idea who that is. Emily Zola. Alrighty. Now we're going to modern classics, Risa. Hopefully you know these just as well. Here we go. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Oh, Emile. Oh, I see. Emile Zola. Thank you, Hearthfoss. Emile Zola. Anybody know Breakfast at Tiffany's? Hearthfoss nailing these as well. Anybody on Reddit know? Oh, sorry. Anybody on YouTube? Somebody on Reddit knows? No? Sameo? Amara? Flower ID, as well as Amara. Yes. Truman Capote is correct. 1984. 1984. Something that me and my wife and son were talking about. We should watch the movie. None of us has seen it, so there we go. Risa Sameo getting it, as well as Hearthfoss. George Orwell. George Orwell. Alrighty. The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby. Jim also got it. As well as, who's that? Argent. Who's Surfer. And Flower ID. And Radiate. And Amara. Quite late. Who wrote, what was it? Great Gatsby. Hearthfoss knows. And Flower ID. F. Scott is correct. Jim get it right as well. Alrighty. Live and Let Die. Live and Let Die. Yes, it was Fitzgerald, the last one. Now it's Live and Let Die. Guys on Reddit, I'm just about to give away in the next 10 minutes the last generous point of the month. And if you go over to YouTube and look up Generous Trivia, you could win it for a chance at $100 tonight. That's when we give it out. So go over there now, and you'll be ready when the time comes. Yes, Ian Fleming. So who was that? Risa, Brady, Sameo, Here Fan, all getting it, as well as Hearthfoss. Ian Fleming. Oh, yeah. Live and Let Die. Yeah, definitely James Bond. All right. Here's one I think is super easy. Even I, who have never read, knows Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. There's not too many billionaire authors out there, but this is one of them. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Just Risa, Brady, Jim having a bit of typo issues. Here, fan. Chipper, Sameo, yes. J.K. Rowling. No S, Sir Chipper. Just J.K. Rowling. Hearthfoss getting it as well. Ulysses. Who wrote Ulysses? Oh, 133. Alrighty, Reddit. If you want to win some money, go over to YouTube and search up Generous Trivia. We give away $100 every month, and we're giving away tonight. You could win something, a chance at it today. Ulysses. Who wrote Ulysses? Amara, try resetting or something. Reloading, going to live. Yes, Risa knows, as well as Hearthfoss. And Flower ID. Yes, it was, in fact, James Joyce. Running Funk. It's been a while. But yes, James Joyce. Amara got it as well. Next question. Grapes of Wrath. Who wrote Grapes of Wrath? Yeah, nice to see you again running. It's been a while. Risa. Anybody on Reddit know who wrote Grapes of Wrath? Risa, you are correct. Same with you, Hearthfoss. It is, in fact, Steinbeck. Who wrote... I'll make this the... I'll do 2 more generous points. I got to wrap it up in 7 minutes. But this one, next one. So this is generous point. So if you're over, like Rambo, if you want to win a chance to win $100, go over to YouTube, look up Generous Trivia. Every month I give away $100, and you earn points for a chance to win it. So every point you get is a chance. So if you go look up Generous Trivia, you can either join this point, or there's going to be one last one in the next 7 minutes. So here we go. Will I roll the dice? No, first person to get it. It's not big enough group. Here we go. First person to get, who wrote The Jungle Book? Who wrote The Jungle Book? Sameo. Grabbing another point there. Yes, Sameo getting it right with Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Hearthfoss also getting it correct. Rudyard. All right. This one I think is quite difficult, so that's why it's not the generous point one. Brideshead Revisited. Brideshead Revisited. Yes, Rambo. You got it right. So did Flowerhead. Running Fork, you must be behind. You got to reload the page or something. Oh, there we go. Hearthfoss and Risa. You guys are nailing it. I hadn't heard of this author, so that's why. Evelyn, let me... Val? Wow? No, wow? Wog? Evelyn W? How do you pronounce that last name? Evelyn. Like, is that GH silent? Is it wow? Yes, Flower ID. You are correct. War? Really? Like an R? Like war without the R. Wah. Wall. Wall. All right. All right. Mythology. What time is that? 5 minutes? All right. I'm going to blast through this one. First one right. I'm just going to tell you you're right and go on. Mythology. All right, mythology. All right, we're gonna do a speed round here. The very last one, I'm gonna give the fourth and final. What do you call it? Generous point. Who was the son of Uther Pendragon and Igraine? Sheesh. Risa. Hearthfoss. Yes, it's Arthur. King Arthur is correct. What Ulster cycle is one of the four great cycles of which European countries' mythology? Yes, U of F, getting King Arthur as well. Was one of the four great cycles of which European countries' mythology? Hearthfoss, getting it right. No, it's not Greek or Norwegian. Not Norse. Not sure what, not Icelandic. Not English. Celtic isn't a country though, right? It's saying what country. So recent Sameo, what country is Celtic or Celtic? Yes, Ireland. Hearthfoss. Sameo getting Ireland. Who was the Egyptian god of green things and life and husband of Isis? Yes, Amara gets that right. No, not Ra. Who was the Egyptian god of green things and life and husband of Isis? There we go. Amara is correct. And Risa, as well as Hearthfoss with Osiris. Who wrestled the monster Grendel to death in Anglo-Saxon lore? I've heard of this before. Yes, Risa, Sir Chipper. Anybody on Reddit want to give it a Hearthfoss? Yes, Beowulf. Beowulf is correct. Bro Wolf. Is that the autocorrect there, Amara? Bro Wolf. What's that? Sorry. Huitzilopechiltli is the chief god of. Yes, that darn autocorrect. Flower. There we go. Risa got it. Aztec. Next question. I don't want to repeat that. Which was the weapon of choice of the Norse god of war, Thor, and what did he call it? What did he call it? There you go. Jim coming up with it, as well as Risa and Hearthfoss. It was a hammer named Mjolnir. Doesn't have the J here, but so many people put it in there. I think you must guys be right. You must be right, guys. Who's that? Trenbolina. Yes, Mjolnir is correct. Alrighty. In which mythology is the bunyip the source of all evil? Who was it? Yes, Amara. Sorry, Amara. Sameo got both then, and then Jim. You are correct, Sameo. I did miss you, Amara. There we go. Risa gets it. Aboriginal or Aborigines is correct. Where was the round table housed? Where was the round table housed? Yes, Hearthfoss. Yes, Aborigines is correct. Yes, Sir Chipper. Risa. A little bit more specific there, Sameo. Amara. Yes, it was in fact Camelot. Running Funk. Running Funk. Have you not met Karma? Karma is quite good. He can't come at this time, but yes, Camelot was correct. Sir Chipper, Risa, Amara, as well as who got it here? Hearthfoss, Trembolina, and Flower ID. Which of the Knights of the Round Table had an encounter with a Green Knight? It's not Lancelot or Robin. Sia Brady. Hearthfoss. Close. It's pronounced quite a bit. No, it's not Galahad. It's close, but not that close. There we go. Hearthfoss. Got it. It's Gawain. Gawain. Whose horse was Slipnir, and what was unusual about him? Whose horse was Slipnir? Yes, it was Gawain, recent Samara. Whose horse was Slipnir, and what was unusual about him? There we go. Risa Amara having Odin, and then Jim and Risa having he has 8 legs. Hearthfoss, knowing Odin, he had 8 legs. I wonder how that all worked. All right. Next question. Which medieval work is the main source of wealth mythology? Which medieval work, so I guess literary, main source of wealth mythology? This might be a hard one. Anybody? Wealth, not Welsh. Welsh. Hearthfoss. Welsh. Welsh. Which is the main source of Welsh mythology? It's not smithing or something like that. I see you're smithing. It's not correct. There we go. Sameo gets it with what? How do you pronounce that one? Mabinogion. Mabinogion. Something like that. There we go. All righty. 13. Let's see. What's going to be the last one? Okay. By what name is Robert of Locksley better known? By what name is Robert of Locksley better known? There you go. Sir Chipper, Sameo, Risa. Yes, as well as Hearthfoss. Robin Hood is correct. Robin Hood is correct. Alrighty. What is the last battle in Germanic mythology? What is the last battle in Germanic mythology? Germanic. Germanic? No, Germanic, probably. Seeing as I have German heritage, I should know that. What is the last battle in Germanic mythology? No, not Ragnarok. Anybody know? It is. No, it's not Ragnarok. Oh, that's an interesting answer. It's Gutter Dam Irang. Gutter Dam Irang is the answer. All right. Final generous point is coming up right now. Here we go. Okay. There we go, guys. Thanks so much. If you're on Reddit and want to just follow me there, go to r/generous trivia. Hearthfoss, if you could type that in for me, or one of you, go there, subscribe, and join us there. If you go over to YouTube, you get a chance to win $100 every month. So yeah, there we go. Go subscribe there. Also go to YouTube, subscribe. That would be awesome. Alrighty, guys, on YouTube tonight, we are giving away the first $100. So join us. I'm going to give, if you're not there, 1 week to show up and claim your prize. But anyways, hopefully most people can show up. Here, Fan, Risa, and Sameo, the winners today, as well as the answer to this question. For the first person to answer, it's small group, so we'll do the first person. In which language was the epic poem, the Mahabharata, composed? Anybody know? There we go. Sameo knows. Hearthfoss knows, but Sameo got it. 2 points for Sameo. Sameo, Amara, Risa, all getting it. Amara, you missed your chance. Come out tonight, Amara. We're giving points for next month. So, yeah, 10 p.m., guys. Again, r/generous trivia if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Reddit, and there's lots of information there as well as my schedule. If you're on YouTube, you can go there for my schedule too. Thanks so much, guys. Hope you had a great day. We will see you later, 10 p.m. tonight, for the big $100. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. We will see you. See you, Reddit, and see you, YouTube. Bye now.